Chris says, they say never do wife duties with a girlfriend tie. That's right. You never give wife duties to a man who is not your husband. Because there's something about being a man first before you can be a husband. If you're not whole as a man, you're not going to hold the role of a husband. And if you can't hold the role of a husband, then you're not going to be able to sustain that circle of commitment on the ring of your wife's hand. And when you have that mindset as a man or a woman, then you will begin to say, I'm going to make sure that I observe certain things in this man before I give him my hand in marriage. Because if he can't handle what it means to be alone, how can he handle being alongside me? And when you as a woman begin to be nurturing, the thing about a woman was meant to help a mate, not to nurture a mate. Moms or women were meant to nurture young men, boys, their sons. Wives were meant to, mothers were meant to nurture sons, not husbands. And if you find yourself being motherly and helping him develop, then you're going to see that this butterfly will never fly. They say never help a butterfly out of its cocoon, because if you help the butterfly out of its cocoon, it will never have strength in its wings to fly. So do you want a caterpillar or do you want a butterfly? Man, you got to make sure that you're not trying to nurture him into manhood. He should be nurtured into manhood by God, so that when he comes to you, God's going to deliver him to you as a man, not a boy, because boys want toys. Men want responsibilities. And if he's not responsible in his own life, and he is not going to be able to come alongside your life, because boys in the frame of a man wants your hand in nurturing. They don't want your hand in marriage. They want your hand in carriage. They want you to carry them. They want you to nurture them because they've never been developed into a man. And the moment you start giving marital benefits to a man who is not willing to have you wait until he's ready to steward you, then that man will only milk you dry and use you, and he will never lead you into a place of marriage. Because why even get married to you when I'm getting all these marital benefits? If jobs requires requirements or requires a resume, before you can resume with him, before you can resume with that man, you got to check the resume of that man. You got to say, what evidence in your life do you have to be able to nurture me? Not nurture me, but to lead me? What spiritual evidence do you have? What mental evidence do you have? What job experience, what life experience do you have in these areas, so that where we get to these areas of life, I know I got a strong man by my side. The moment you start giving wife benefits like cooking for this man all the time, sleeping with this man, talking to this man late at night, sacrificing your responsibilities, your goals, and your dreams for this man. When you start doing all that stuff to a man, he will get comfortable. A real man has a plan. A real man says, don't even hand me that over. I'm self-sufficient in my own sufficiency, in the sufficiency of Christ. I don't need you to give me this stuff and give those things in this part of my life. I want to put you in a position where you feel secure enough to do that, because when a woman starts giving benefits to a man, she's insecure. And she's trying to say, well, if I do this for him, maybe he'll stay with me. A man will never have you do anything that will disrespect God. If a man doesn't reverence God, he will not reverence you. The fear of God is the beginning of all wisdom. The level of fear that a man has towards God will determine the level of fear and reverence he has towards you. Hope to help.